Good evening, friends. Introduce my name is Anita Muktisardova, Business Management Study Program from Darwan Ali University. This time, I will present the result of my own analysis of global macroeconomic analysis. Tonight, we have four materials that I analysis. Number one, Indonesian Nike Manufacturing Process Manager. Number two, Indonesian inflation. Number three, Indonesia interest rate decision. Number four, the last, Indonesia trade balance. Hi friends, we are entering the first analysis of manufacturing PMI from our country, namely Indonesia. From the data we see and what we also know that we have entered the COVID-19 period, which is made Indonesia experience a drop in manufacturing process at the time, and it happened in 2020. And Indonesia began to rise from its downturn during that period, until PMI process began to increase. Slowly, manufacturing in 2021, even though it eventually returned to decline for the end of the year and starting to stabilize and increase for 2021-2023. From what we see, the data show is that manufacturing PMI versus Indonesia are starting to stable because they are above 50, and what we know is Indonesia is a good condition. Okay, so let's enter the second analysis, namely inflation Indonesia. From what we can see from the data on the side, for 2020, inflation in Indonesia will stables until 2021. Indonesia will experience a decline during the pandemic, resulting in not maximizing business profit. That entering 2022, Indonesia will start to increase. Inflation will continue to increase until entering 2023. However, if you look at the current state of inflation in Indonesia is not good, make the poverty rate Indonesia increase. Okay, we can see from the data next, the interest rate began to slowly fall 2020, result, resulting in more and more people wanting to invest and also lowering borrowing costs. Then entering 2021-2022, stable interest rate will make the level of investment even higher. Until we enter 2023, inflation will start to get higher, resulting in weak investment due to rising interest rates and make people flock to save in the bank. Well, this time the last thing we can see is the trade balance in Indonesia has fluctuated up and down. So we can see the in 2020, the trade balance is negative, which is means we import more than we export, make Indonesia at loss, and we and what we see again for 2021 2023 is in the positive, which means the trade balance in Indonesia we export more than import, which is makes in Indonesia benefit. And right now it's very good if we invest because it's is good condition. Summary, PMI, manufacturing PMI. If we want to investment from part of the data we see, very good for stock investment. Indonesia inflation situation in Indonesia not good because rising inflation means it not good for stock investment. Interest decision, we know that interest rates rising and make investment weak. Trade balance, the last for the very good if you want to invest means invest in stock because condition we see for ourselves turn out the profitable for Indonesia. Next, no, we will compare which one is better if we want to invest in stock between two countries, namely Indonesia and the USA. From a manufacturing process (PMI) point of view, Indonesia is superior the USA because manufacturing process in Indonesia are above 50 while the USA under 50 and their inflation. What we know from the data that arrived early is that Indonesia and USA experience equally high inflation. The USA GDP started to experience steady growth after going through the recession. Next, Indonesia interest rate decision. An increase in interest rate makes investment condition worse. Indonesia trade balance for is good condition because it's balanced. Und, USA initial jobless claims. In the USA has interest stable debt. That's what caused that economy in Indonesia. No, sorry. Economy in the USA improved in terms of last initial jobless claims. So in in my opinion, if you want to compare Indonesia and the USA, for Indonesia to so in manufacturing process and trade balance, whereas the USA had GDP and initial jobless claims. So, in my opinion, these two countries have advantage in each of their their respective lines, and be difficult to compare it actually. So I will choose Indonesia if we want to investment because manufacturing base and trade balance in Indonesia are in good condition. Well, thank you for your attention, friends, for listening to the result of my own analysis.